The sun had just begun to melt into the Arizona horizon, painting the desert sky in fire and gold. The wind whispered through the canyon, carrying with it the scent of dust, leather, and danger. On that endless plain, a young ranch hand named Ethan Cole reined his horse to a halt. His eyes scanned the cliffs ahead. That's where he heard it, a soft cry like a wounded bird. He dismounted, boots crunching over gravel, and followed the sound toward a narrow ravine. As he turned a sharp bend, the world seemed to stop. There, hidden behind a curtain of sagebrush, was a young Apache girl, half-dressed, her skin glistening with water from the spring that trickled beside her. Ethan froze, his heart slamming against his ribs. He turned his face away immediately. "I'm sorry," he stammered, stepping back. "I didn't mean to." But before he could finish, she gasped and reached for her woven shawl, covering herself. Her eyes, fierce as lightning, met his. "You've seen me undressed," she cried, voice trembling but sharp as a blade. "Now you must marry me, or they will punish us both." Ethan stared at her, stunned. "Marry you? I swear I didn't know anyone was here." She held her ground, trembling yet proud. "In my tribe, a woman's honor is sacred. If a man sees her without covering, he has claimed her. If you walk away, my people will say you dishonored me, and they will come for you and me." The weight of her words hit him like a bullet. The Apache were not known for mercy. Ethan looked into her eyes, fierce, golden brown, filled with fear and fire, and saw that she wasn't lying. "What's your name?" he asked softly. "Naya," she said, clutching her shawl tighter. "Daughter of Chief Kahana." Ethan felt the world tilt. He had heard that name, the fiercest Apache chief of the Southern Territories. He exhaled slowly, tipping his hat. "Naya, I didn't come here to harm you. I was tracking a lost calf from the ranch. But if your people find me here, they'll think—" "They won't think," she interrupted bitterly. "They'll kill." For a long moment, silence hung between them. The wind sighed through the canyon like a ghostly warning. Then far in the distance a war cry echoed, the sound of riders approaching. Naya's eyes widened. "They're coming! My father's men. If they find you here, they'll shoot before asking why." Ethan's heart pounded. "Then run with me," he said. "We'll find a way to explain later." She hesitated. "If they see me with you, they'll say I've already chosen." "Then let them say it," he replied, grabbing her hand. "Better we live to explain than die with silence." She looked into his eyes, those gray-blue eyes filled with a strange kind of courage, and for the first time she nodded. They mounted his horse together and rode like the wind. Behind them, the echoes of hoofbeats and angry shouts filled the desert air. Ethan's horse, a black stallion named Shadow, thundered through dry riverbeds and open dunes, until the sound of pursuit faded into the night. When they finally stopped near an old canyon cabin, Naya dismounted, trembling. "You shouldn't have done that," she whispered. "Now they'll hunt you." Ethan smiled faintly. "I reckon they'll have to find me first." For a while, they sat in silence by the dying light of the fire. The night air grew cold, and Naya wrapped her shawl tighter. "Why did you help me?" she asked at last. Ethan looked into the flames. "Because I saw fear in your eyes. And I've seen too much fear in this land already." She studied him for a long time. "You're not like the others," she said softly. "Most white men come with guns. You came with eyes that looked away." He chuckled, looking down. "My mama raised me right." Then Naya looked at the stars. "Maybe the spirits brought you here," she whispered. "Maybe this wasn't an accident." Ethan looked up too. The desert sky was vast, endless, and full of promise. He didn't know what the future held. Maybe war, maybe love, maybe both. But in that moment, he knew one thing. This girl had changed something deep inside him. As the first light of dawn touched the canyon walls, Naya turned to him. "Ethan, if we go back, my father will demand marriage to restore my honor. But if we don't," he finished her sentence quietly, "they'll call you a traitor." She nodded, eyes glistening. "Then maybe it's better we face them together." Ethan stood, tightened his belt, and took a deep breath. "Then together it is." And so, as the sun rose over the blood-red desert, the cowboy and the Apache girl rode back toward her village, not as strangers, but as two souls bound by fate, by honor, and by something neither of them could name yet. As they disappeared into the golden horizon, Ethan's voice echoed in the heart of the wind. Sometimes the desert doesn't take what it wants. Sometimes it gives you what you never knew you needed. And that was the day the legend began. The story of a forbidden bond that defied tribes, bullets, and destiny itself.